to see that there is a source to your thinking and that the source of your thinking is not the thinker. You must see this. Once you see it, you stop seeking. If you don't see it, you'll seek. Because if you can't distinguish the backdrop knowing from the thinker will continue to think that it's thinking. And that thinking that it's thinking is an identification with the mind, the impulse. The I, the I in its attachment to the mind, the deepest the thinker can go is its impulse to think. But you have to really see that though there's an impulse to think, it's a habit, it's a pattern, and it really feels like you. But somehow you've got to give the experience of that back to your knowing, which is prior the condition of that, prior that impulse to think. Very difficult to do because the impulse will say straight away, that's boring, Steve. I can't do that. I'm going to read this. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to Tibet and do this. And you'll create this developmental spiritual identity. That's what we do. So you've got to see that the thinker is not a thinker because it's thinking itself. Because if you think the thinker is thinking itself, you'll think that the thinker is experiencing itself. That's the illusion. That has to go. And the way to go beyond that is absorbing it unconditionally. You've got to distinguish the backdrop and the foreground. And the foreground is the thinker thinking itself. That's the foreground. The background is the source of that, but it is not qualified by that. So here you're met with the first laying down of the self. It's always the mentor. The death of self happens when you can distinguish this activity from the source of it. The source of the thinker is not I. There's no I thinking itself. There is just knowing.